for your escape!
Escape. The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
End of the long summer, Prince was born in the Manian Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince disappeared. End of the long summer, Prince was born in the Manian Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince disappeared that night. The Imperial Knights traveled all over the Land of Dawn, but found nothing. The king and queen were heartbroken. Sorrow engulfed the whole Manian Empire.
In addition to brutality, he inherited my valor.
The blood of the Empire is at my service. Dawn plan is almost done.
Yield to me.
for your escape!
Escape! The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
End of the long summer, Fritz was born in the Manian Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince disappeared that night. The Imperial Knights traveled all over the Land of Dawn, but found nothing. The king and queen were heartbroken. Sorrow engulfed the whole Manian Empire.
In addition to mortality, he inherited my valor.
The blood of the Empire is at my service. Dawn plan is almost done.
Stop fighting. Yield to me. Nothing can bind me!
Leah. So much for your escape!
Escape! The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
summer, Fritz was born in the Manian Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince disappeared that night. The Imperial Knights traveled all over the Land of Dawn, but found nothing. The king and queen were heartbroken. Sorrow engulfed the whole Manian Empire.
In addition to mortality, he inherited my valor.
The blood of the Empire is at my service. Dawn plan is almost done.
Stop fighting. Yield to me. Nothing annoys me.
Leah. So much for your escape!
Escape. The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
End of the long summer, Fritz was born in the Manian Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince disappeared that night. The Imperial Knights traveled all over the Land of Dawn, but found nothing. The king and queen were heartbroken. Sorrow engulfed the whole Manian Empire.
In addition to mortality, he inherited my valor.
The blood of the Empire is at my service. Dawn plan is almost done.
Nothing defies me!
Zia. So much for your escape!
Escape. The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
Welcome back, everyone. We are back at JOYTIME CUP, and it is definitely, this is lower brackets starting just now, and the lower brackets will be going on for some time because the upper brackets have already been finalized. And now looking at this in the first match, which was going to happen between Zeppelin Rising and Zeppelin Genesis, both of them did not arrive on time, so they have been disqualified. But now we're here with the next match of the day. It's going to be between FC Rani and Blood Oath. Myself, your caster Fredo, and alongside me casting is your boy Ray. Ray, what are your thoughts? Oh, I feel like Ray is not present here, so I'll be taking it on for now. We can see FC Rani banning out the Chow here. Actually, the Chow, as we all know, a very good pick in this current meta, you can say, at least the meta of the JOYTIME Cup tournament. In the JOYTIME Cup, the Chows have been the meta. The team which picks up the Chow wins the match, and that is why the Chow being banned out here as the first pick. On the other side, we see a Zushin ban coming in, but with that, the counter pick of Zushin, actually, the Fanny being banned out here. A very good ban, considering the fact that the Fanny is one of the top junglers. And talking about junglers, we can see the Joy being banned out here as well. The Joy has been performing consistently in the JOYTIME Cup, and that is why we need to, ban out the Joy whenever we feel like we are not going to pick it up. So that is what, they will be doing here. And let's see what the next ban will be. Okay, it's the Bruno like we expected. So the next ban might be a Sicilian. Not really sure what they might be thinking here, and it will be the Layla actually. So I'm not really sure if the Layla actually deserves a ban so early on. When you're banning a Bruno, I don't really feel like the Layla deserves a ban. But okay, let's see. They have some plans in their mind. For now, Blood Oaths, it will be Team FC Rani who will be making the first pick. So let's see what they decide to go for. They definitely have a lot of options. The Sicilian still open, the Matilda still open. They can go for the Hilda as well. So many options right now that they can pick up. The Khalid, the Hylos. Hey, my God, they will be going with the Vexana here.
And night are
and that is why the enemy picking up the Sicilian. Now they can go for the Matilda, like I was about to say. Matilda, a very good roamer right now in the current meta, because you can pair the Matilda up with any other hero, and the hero's mobility will be just increasing. So that is why, the Alpha especially, the Bane especially, all these heroes, the Fredrin as well, all these heroes perform so well when they get paired up with the Matilda, because they are very tanky heroes, and when their HP is low, the Guiding Wind is just there to save you. And that is why the Matilda is a very good hero to be picked up here, and that is what Blood Oath will be doing right here. And with that, the next pick coming in might be the Khalid here. But will it be the Khalid? Okay, we might be seeing a Khalid roam, but instead they'll be swiping it out for the Hayabusa. Hayabusa being prioritized here. And it will be the Yuzong probably in the EXP lane, but will we see a Yuzong? The Yuzong is a very versatile fighter. It can deal a lot of damage, it can sustain a lot as well, but instead it will be the hero that nobody likes to face, especially when you're playing these tournament matches. It is the chip being picked up here with the shortcut, so it will be really difficult for them to make it will be really easy for them to make 5-man rotations happen, especially with that shortcut. But for now, we're looking at the other side. They pick up the high loss as well. So the dive which is going to be there coming in from these high loss and Matilda will be really hard to deal with. But I do feel like they can do a lot of, they have the Vexana on the other side, so it won't be the easiest, as well as, they can, do a lot with the chip as well. So yeah, let's find out if the chip and the Vexana will be able to counter this heavy dive dive reliant composition that Blood Oath are going forward with. But for now, looking at the ban section, it's going to be Blood Oath who are going to ban out the first hero of the second phase. I do feel like they should ban out the Marksman. And with that, we will be seeing a Leslie ban here. A Leslie ban is very interesting though, because we don't really see Leslie ban these days. So let's see if they do have something that they want to, they have some cards up their sleeve that we don't really know, because the Leslie ban, I'm not really sure what they want to go with, but I feel like the Link can be a good choice here, because the Leslie does give a hard time to the Link with the camouflage. So it might be a Link being picked up here, but on the other side we can see the Suyo, one of the top junglers in this current meta, being banned out as well. And now, given the fact that you have picked up a Hayabusa, the enemy can now pick up tanky heroes, because the Hayabusa does not really do well against tanky heroes. But talking about tanky heroes, the Hilda still remains open, and just as I mentioned Hilda, the Hilda is getting banned out. So this is called Caster's Curse, guys. This is called Caster's Curse. Whenever you say something out of your mouth, it just happens. And that is why the Hilda has been banned out as well. And now we're seeing a Mincetar ban, because the enemy, they do have a Hayabusa. So the Hayabusa might get stuck in the Mincetar's King's Calling, because of which he will be careful enough to ban out the Mincetar. For now, FC Rani looking really good with their draft, but the enemy Blood Oath are looking very good as well. They pick up the Moskov as their marksman. The marksman is a very, very important role in the current meta, because we all know the goal laners are the one who carry the mid to the late game, and that is why you want to get farmed up as much as possible. But for now, looking at the bans, looking at the picks, we are seeing the Moskov. But on the other side, we can see the Yuzong, which was being shown earlier, being picked up here by FC Rani. And along with that, we'll be locking in a Granger as well. We know the Granger has been performing really well in the M6. And we might be seeing the same here at JOYTIME Cup. Because here, we have been seeing so many talented individuals showing off their talents, showing off their skills, showing off their mechanics, their micros, especially, because they are one of the best players are playing this game, and they definitely want to prove that they are the worthy winners. But will they be able to do so? Let's find out. For now, we're looking at the Nolan being picked up here. The Nolan, not really the best going up against the Hayabusa. I do feel like a tanky jungler like the Bane, the Fredrin could have done a really good job here, but they will be going in for the Nolan here instead, and it could work out well. I'm not really sure, but I feel like the Hayabusa should have an advantage when it comes to the 1v1 situation. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be FC Rani facing up against Blood Oath. This is the JOYTIME Cup tournament, first day of the lower brackets. And yep, it's going to be really exciting journey from here. But because as we all know, the lower brackets are decided after a team loses in the previous round. So these teams here which are playing right now have come after a defeat, so they want to avenge that defeat by moving forward with a victory. But will they be able to achieve what they need here? That is the thing that we're here to find out. Finally, we have arrived at the land of dawn. Looking at looking at both the drafts look very, very team fight reliant, but of course it will come down to the execution, at which team is better at executing the combos, the chain crowd control, the chain CCs, the chain skill combinations, and come out on top in those team fights. For now, it's going to be the Moskov going up against the Granger. The Granger should be having a hard time until he reaches that level 4, but once he reaches that level 4, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for the Moskov because of the Death Sonatas which will be coming in. And right now, the Moskov though is a very good pick against the Granger, because the Moskov can actually dash away from the skills. But now looking at the high loss very, very low, and he will be the one getting the first blood secured onto the Yuzong there. But even though we know that the Yuzong is the strongest early game hero at level 1 because of his passive, but it will be the high loss who will be securing the kill there. A very, very unfortunate thing there. But let's see if they're able to turn something around here. Definitely Granger is forced to use the flicker, but okay, the Hayabusa looking for an angle, trying to make that flank happen, and definitely there might be a case where it might be happening right now. The Hayabusa decides to back off in time, but they will be able to fracture on from the Nolan. Flicker enough to escape again, but look at that, the Sicilian goes down there. A little bit of overcommitment from the Sicilian. Did have the flicker, but did not decide to use it in time, and that is why will be punished in the top lane side. And for now, we are looking in the EXP lane again. It's a very, very good matchup. Oh, meanwhile, uh, thanks to the Matilda, the Moscow was able to survive and they decided to back off. The first turtle coming up in quite some time. It's going to be just 10 seconds before the turtle comes up. So let's see which team will be the one taking the first neutral objective. Which team will be the one securing the advantage? Oh, for now, the damage coming in from the Sicilian is just way too much. Even in the early game, the Yuzong definitely forced to back off there. And now, Team Blood Oath comfortably going for the turtle. And the chip trying to scout out the area. They don't really have the level 4s here, and that is why they won't be able to contest for the turtle, and that is why they will be losing out. For now, the High Lords forced to use the glorious pathway because the Yuzong has used his Black Dragon, but they will be able to survive. But will it be enough? That is the thing to find out. Okay, Hayabusa going in with the Yugi Shadow Kill does not really do much. The Nolan looking for a target there, will be able to take down, but no, the dash from the Dragon will be able to save him there. Yuzong perfectly sidestepping that fractures damage. And in the top side, the goal lane, in the goal lane matchup, it's definitely looking even for now. But looking at the farm difference, it's going to be just 200 gold difference between both sides. Both sides looking to get that goal advantage real quick because they have a lot of late game composition heroes as well. For now, the Grandeur might be getting ganked. 3 members up top will be looking to take him down. But the damage coming in from the Rhapsody is enough, and look at that, Eternal Guard plays so perfectly. The chip might be opening the portal anytime, and there comes the portal. They do have the Revitalize to help them out, and look at that, the reverse engage coming in from the enemy side will be the one taking a double kill there, secured by the Nolan. Will be looking for a triple. It will be a triple. He can look for a Maniac there, but won't be doing that. And with that, I feel like Ray, my boy, has arrived on the scene. Ray, look at the match happening right now. Team Blood Oath is leading.
Just as you spoke, Vexana also got taken down. Alright, that looks more of a misplay rather than Hayabusa taking. Okay, Retribution also being used out. But anyways, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. Actually, I was here earlier, but what's happening on top? Oh man.
Damn, the Grandeur definitely getting dominated there. Oh my god, the chip actually gave up. The chip actually gave up there. And now we might be seeing the Hayabusa trying to take another kill. Oh, wow. G-Man Petrify coming in from this Yuzong. A very, very, perfect Petrify. And with that, the Hayabusa will be taking a double kill for his team. Even though it seemed like the, Team Blood Oath was having a bloodbath for the enemy side. Now, finally, they are able to have a, certain amount of calm right now.
Yeah. Both of the teams are going to be playing an all-out brawl for a simple reason. Is the fact that they both have the highest mobility roamers. It is the Matilda and the Chip matchup. But we just saw how negatively affected the Chip onto the top lane. Whole 5-man. Enemy was the one who first came in through the portals. And you want to avoid that to be happening, especially if you're using the Chip. And they need to be aware of those engages. But yeah, just like I was saying, I was already here for a few seconds, but you were cooking, Fedo, and I'll let you cook again because feels like another engage is coming on top.
Yep, definitely. Look at the Nolan. He takes out the Vexana yes again. Targets being prioritized. The Hayabusa going for the chase, but instead it will be the Yuzong taken down in the bot lane side off camera. The High Loss winning up against the Yuzong is not something that we witness every day, but for now the Hayabusa barely managed to survive and they'll be shut down, secured there by the Nolan. Usually it's the Hayabusa who comes out on top in the matchups, but right now, it's the Nolan. But look at the bot lane side. The chip might get taken down there, but instead the High Loss barely manages to survive, but finally will get taken down there by the Black Dragon. Nolan coming in with the fracture, the basic attack from the Matilda, securing the kill there.
I want to see the items. I feel like 3 people have Sky Piercer if I'm not wrong. Yep.
Whoa.
Yuzong, Granger, everybody has Sky Piercer. No wonder I was seeing the passive being popped off everywhere in the map. And the other side doesn't have a single Sky Piercer. Looks like they're compensating for it. But anyways, a little auto itemization in the hands of Yuzong, but I guess it works out with the passive, but at the same time, when you already have 2 people using the Sky Piercer, I would not advise it because you won't be able to get that many kills to get the full stack. But anyways, Yuzong might get taken down here onto the bot lane.
That circling eagle being used there, and the Yuzong will get taken down yet again. But okay, Matilda pops off the Revitalize, but there is enough sustain to survive the onslaught, and with that, godlike by Vecteezy, just showing why he has picked up the Nolan even though the enemy had a Hayabusa. And now Hayabusa Oh,
He survived it. But I'm really impressed by this Hylos, man. He's able to win out the matchup between a Yu Zhong. You don't really see that happening quite that often. But I guess I'm not sure. Maybe the Revitalize is playing a massive part into the healing. And due to the fact Yuzong also went in for the War Cry, and possibly because of that, he's not able to sustain out. Perhaps the Brave Smite would have helped a little bit more. We'll have to wait it out and see. But right now, looking at the map, all right, mid phase.
portal being used there, but it's not really the best idea. But let's see if the Yuzong is able to make an outplay here, just like the previous Petrify play. But okay, the Hayabusa decide to back off in time. Yuzong taking a lot of damage. And will not be able to survive. And with that, another kill secured there by the Nolan. The onslaught of Blood Oath continues, and it's going to be, Team Rain FC on the other side, on the receiving end, and it's not looking good for them right now.
I mean, it's only been what 8 minutes into the game, and the inhibitors are already, are in danger, and you don't want that to be happening, especially considering the fact that you don't really have that much of a late game. The Granger is the only one who scales off well. The Hayabusa and Yuzong, they are both early game heroes, and you're already losing out a lot of it. Other than the, great play, the Petrify play that happened into the top lane, they are not able to do anything right now. On the other hand, they have the Sicilian, they have the Moscow, which will scale off late game very strong, and they really have to watch out for it. Okay, top lane, let's see.
Okay, it's a lot of damage being put there by the Moskov. He does have all the items ready, the Trinity build already up for him. So he should be dealing a lot of damage, but right now we might be seeing an outplay coming in from the Granger as well. Okay, look at that Hylos. He's inside the base between 4 people. Oh my god, this Hylos. Oh my god, revitalized along with the Matilda as well. And this guy is actually the flying Pegasus. Look at him flying around there. He has everything he needs. He has the items, he has the damage, he has the sustain, he has the mobility as well, thanks to this Matilda. And now they're looking for a rampage actually.
It's very interesting. Moscow went in for that crit build. Well, it's understandable because it works the best with the Malefic gun. So, yeah, he has only gotten the first 3 items, but yeah, he will be needing the Berserker's Fury to deal the utmost damage compared to the typical Trinity build we see, the Demon Hunter Sword one. It's not being used in this game, but yep, I feel like the crit build will work here for a simple reason. He's building towards the later game, and the later the game goes, the more he will get the items and the more of a domination force he'll be able to give. And I feel like Sicilian also got a lot of stacks, and obviously they have a lot of farm already due to the fact that they 191 stacks. Yep, not even 10 minutes, and he's about to reach a 200 stack. So he's in a very good spot right now. 6,000 gold lead. All of the turrets being taken down. Only the inhibitors left. And an elemental lord marching down into the mid lane. It looks like this might be the base push.
Oh, look at the arrival of this Moskov. Places the Spear of Destruction right on time. And the perfect timing for his arrival. And now they are looking for the base. The Lord still at around 80% HP. Will they be able to take it now? Petrify play coming in from the Yuzong. And there will be the Yugi Shadow Kill taking down somebody. I don't really know who. But for now, it will be the Hayabusa getting taken down as well. The onslaught just keeps continuing and they have no answers. All the turrets being taken down, and now they are looking for the base. It should be an easy end. Vectizi does not really forget to take the kill, but the Moskov remembers to lock in the tower, and with that, this is going to be the game going into the hands of Blood's Oath.
Pretty impressive and a clean game coming in from Team Blood Oath, honestly, because I mean, look at that. They finished the game at 10 minutes, 40 seconds. I'm just going to neglect the 40 seconds because that was a base push. So 10 minutes game, clean and swift. They knew what they needed to do. They had the Matilda and they made the best possible use of it. I usually don't really see Matilda working out with an assassin quite well, but they utilized it very perfectly. Considering the fact that they had the late game, insurance better than the side of the other team, they were still able to come out on top and finish it on early. I'll be looking forward to this team because they have done really well. Very clean game and very objective wise. They took down the turrets, they pushed the turrets, and they counted out the chip really well.
Yep, and it just shows in the gameplay. Like even the Hylos winning out against the Yuzong, is a statement in itself that these people are somebody to look out for. So of course we'll be looking out for them in the later stages of the tournament. But for now, they have proceeded to the next round, and we'll be coming back with more matches real quick.
End of the long summer, Fritz was born in the Manian Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince disappeared that night. The Imperial Knights traveled all over the Land of Dawn, but found nothing. The king and queen were heartbroken. Sorrow engulfed the whole Manian Empire.
In addition to brutality, he inherited my valor.
The blood of the Empire is at my service. Dawn plan is almost done.
Stop fighting. Yield to me. Nothing involves me!
Leah. So much for your escape!
Escape. The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
End of the long summer, Fritz was born in the Manian Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince prince disappeared that night. The Imperial Knights traveled all over the Land of Dawn, but found nothing. The king and queen were heartbroken. Sorrow engulfed the whole Manean Empire.
In addition to mortality, he inherited my valor.
The blood of the Empire is at my service. Dawn plan is almost done.
Stop fighting. Yield to me. Nothing annoys me!
Leah. So much for your escape!
Escape. The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
End of the long summer, Fritz was born in the Manean Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince disappeared that night. The Imperial Knights traveled all over the Land of Dawn, but found nothing. The king and queen were heartbroken. Sorrow engulfed the whole Manean Empire.
In addition to mortality, he inherited my valor.
The blood of the Empire is at my service. Dawn plan is almost done.
Stop fighting. Yield to me.
your escape!
Escape! The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
End of the long summer, Fritz was born in the Manian Empire. The whole empire was overjoyed. The royal blood would be passed down. On the day of the prince's first birthday, mysterious and evil forces came to his bed. The prince disappeared that night. The Imperial Knights traveled all over the Land of Dawn, but found nothing. The king and queen were heartbroken. Sorrow engulfed the whole Manian Empire.
In addition to mortality, he inherited my valor.
The blood of the Empire is at my service. Dawn plan is almost done.
Stop fighting. Yield to me. Nothing can bind me.
Leah. So much for your escape!
Escape. The Black Dragon bowed to my power in his previous incarnation. What are you?
I'm the true master of this land! Face your doom!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with another exciting game of the lower brackets. This is JOYTIME CUP tournament. The match is going on between Team Shiu Aesthetics and Team Chill Guy. And right now, casting there on the casting desk is me, Fredo, casting alongside your boy Ray. Ray, what are your thoughts about the band so far?
You know, it's just a typical meta bench so far. Phobius, Joy, and Bruno Fendi. So I'm expecting that both of the teams are well equipped with the meta, and they also have very, meme-ish names. As in, like on the blue side we have Few aesthetic Ronaldo fans, and on the other side we have the new meme chill guys. So let's see if they'll be able to maintain their chillness, if and how ruthless this game can be against Sue.
Of course, when you win, suppose if they pick, if they had a Bruno here, I would definitely be interested to see if they perform the Sioux celebration. But I would like to welcome another casters, or another caster on the desk night. It's going to be three casters casting together, just like the professional tournaments that we see around. It's going to be Peachy. Peachy, welcome to the casters desk.
Hello, Fredo. Hello, Ray. And hello, everyone. Thank you for that introduction. And I'm excited to be here. Look at that. The bands are going in
The
full
Immortal One
swing.
chose me to
And this
vanquish
time
the
I'm looking at the
shadows
open
that plague this world.
I do see the Chow getting banned quite frequently.
Yup. I mean, in this tournament, Ray can tell better about chows in this tournament.
Yep. I mean, talking about the chows, like we had Princey, right? With the chow, especially, like Princey was the epitome of like I've ever seen a TikTok chow. Like flicker to make the distance, then you have the recalls, and then you also have the emotes. Like so much effort just for a simple kick. I appreciate that. But anyways, I mean we've also seen a lot of other shows who tried to create that effect as much as possible. But yeah, Princess stayed the most memorable. Let's see if this game is going to be anything different. But anyways, we are seeing already the first few picks coming in. So yeah.
Well, looking at the picks here, we can see the Matilda, but I'm not really sure if the Granger will be working out so well, because you do have the Ling open, but of course you have the Suyu has been picked up as the jungler, so I feel like it's safe to go for the Granger early on. But yeah, there is the option to be picking up the mage right now. But let's see, will they go for a mage or not? It will be Team Shu going for a marksman and
my friend.
And an Estes? Peachy? An Estes? What do you say?
Okay, this is pretty interesting. And Esther is trying to counter it out for a Matilda. But there's just like a long problem when you pick up a Esther. You need a very good frontliner. You need a very good tanky frontliner. But when look at the red side, they are just picking up all those tankiness. Now there is a possibility that they could pick up a alpha as well, to combo it out with a Matilda. And when they do that, there is like so much possibility of a dive composition that Team 2 of Turtle won't be handling it.
Exactly, and Peachy, I feel like the next two bands, which definitely should be the Fredrin and the Alpha for the side of Team Siu aesthetic. And they picked up the Estes and the Beatrix, and funny enough, 2 seasons ago, I used to do this with a friend of mine. We used to go duo together, and I would just put Estes and Beatrix because Beatrix has the damage and Estes helps her with the heal. So the strategy makes sense, but it was 2 seasons ago where the meta was quite different. So let's see if it will work out. What do you think, Fredo? I feel like the Fredrin and the Alpha band should be the priority for Siu.
Definitely. I mean, if you want to, utilize the Suyo to the max potential, you definitely want to ban out the Fredrin and the Alpha here. But instead, we'll be looking at a diversion ban. It will be the Lui being banned out here. Another mage ban coming in. Even though we know that both the sides have not picked up their mages yet, we still see a lot of mages being banned out here. And with that Khalid ban as well, of course, the Khalid, the only one which can match up to the Hilda in terms of the mobility factor, has been banned out as well. So let's see if they decide to go with a Fredrin or an Alpha, or will they ban out something else?
Okay. So far, so good. The Alpha is there, and the part one last plan when it comes to aesthetics. If they just catch on that the Matilda is there, the Hilda onto the EXP, and the jungler is still missing, they would really go in for that Alpha ban. But let's just see what will be the banning. But I feel like this is going to be another fighter ban. Then okay. There we go. We get that assassin ban. Maybe we would love that Ling on that rather than a Hayabusa. Ling could be a very good with the Matilda, but it's okay. It's okay. They just they do have the Estes for the backup. Estes can heal a lot given the fact that he does have a lot of items, but he just have to farm it out.
And I do understand the Louis ban for a simple reason because Estes is Ube's strategy. You want to stick together, and Louis is the biggest threat to that Ube. She can usually use the yin yang to make sure if you're sticking together, she's gonna punish you for that. But at the same time, I feel like that, like this Hayabusa bando, I'm not a big fan of it because with the Matilda, if they're picking an assassin, you have the advantage because you will be able to, capitalize on the fact that they don't have a proper frontliner. You have a Suyo, so I feel like for the Suyo, the Fedrin and the Alpha are much bigger of a threat. But right now, I feel like these teams, they're playing for the comfort rather than what is in the meta. Because Fredo, look at that, we are seeing an Alice mid lane making a debut alongside a D-Roth EXP lane.
Well, I mean, it's the battle of sustain, right? And we all know the Diroth as well, right? I mean, in the recent patch, the Diroth was actually nerfed in terms of damage, but the sustain has been increased quite a lot. So it does sustain a lot more. And if it's paired up with the Estes, and of course, if it goes with the sustain build like the War X, Queen's Ring, then the Oracle, right? I mean, it's going to be really difficult for them to kill this Diroth. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see if this, if this composition will actually work. Because if it does, oh my god, I'm going to try it out in rank instantly after this.
So that's interesting. That is definitely interesting. But to make this composition work, they need to get their items as soon as possible. They need the frontliners to deal that damage. Now the Dyrot can deal that damage, can give that defense threat that they need, but the Alice does as well. But again, there is a high possibility if the Estes is taken off the team composition, then it gets a lot harder for them to go ahead into the team fights because Team Chill Guy are themselves.
And with that, I would like to welcome you all to the JOYTIME Cup tournament. It's going to be Team Shu Aesthetic. They're going up against Chill Guys, and definitely Chill Guys and Shu Aesthetic. I mean, very, very internet savvy names being used here for the tournament teams. But of course, let's see which team comes out on top. It's going to be Ling jungle up against a Suyo jungle, and a very, very interesting composition being showed here by Team Shu Aesthetic, going for a full-on sustain, full-on early game snowball reliant composition. Will it be working out, or will it be the Granger and Ling, the more late game reliant type of composition working out? We'll be finding it out here in the Land of Dawn in the JOYTIME Cup tournament.
Exactly, Fredo, and we'll have to wait it out and see the results soon. Talking about the gold lane matchup, Granger has the spam ability, but due to the fact that they have an Estes, the Retix would be able to heal up most of the damage. But anyways, let's see top lane.
Okay. Hilda did get some poking right there. I like the Alice who just rotated right from the bot lane. But oh, wait a minute, look at them. They are trying to go in, it will be their Ling taking down that first blood, paying the Dyrot who just came out of his turret quite early on.
Yes, and here we see the Ling, and I mean the Alice is actually aware that there might be a camp going on in that bush there. Definitely it's a bush to check out for, to look out for, and that is why playing it safe is the safer choice here. But of course the Suyu also farming up the other side of the map very nicely. So let's see if the farming battle, at least for now, who will be the one winning it out and who will be the one getting the first turtle.
Talking about the turtling advantage, Suyo has it better due to the fact that, I mean, funny enough, both junglers, they're really known stealers. Ling has the immunity with the Tempest of Blades, and he can be sneaky with the Retribution, but at the same time, the Soul Sever with that lost HP damage would be able to secure it. Okay, just as I was saying, MOBA Zane, not the one from NA, but the one from India gets taken down, sadly. But let's see. Ling is still taking the blue. Let's see if they're able to contest this turtle, because I feel like both of these junglers have really strong contention. So Peachy, what's your bet on it?
The Ling might have the upper hand given the they take the first hand, but look at that effort will be picked up right before the thing that will go on. They try to go in for more, but the Tempest of Blade coming on the play, so you will be taken down. Now, if you go to college for that, Alice will be there for the backup with the vengeance. Now, will they be able to get Alice though? No, she is safe for now.
Barely able to survive there. The damage coming in from the Hilda was actually something to watch out for. But of course, the Granger as well having the best time in the goal lane. Definitely the Beatrix not the strongest marksman in the early game. So the Granger in the laning phases, he'll be having a comfortable time getting all the stacks with those last hits. But of course, it's going to be the Suya who will be starting the turtle first. The Ling will be making his way pretty soon. But let's see who wins out in the retribution battle. It will be an intense one, like Ray mentioned.
Oh, as expected. There we go, the temperature coming onto the play. He is quite low. Akira trying to run away, and he is successful in that. I like the fact that the Alice is quite tanky to be onto the front liners.
One thing I'd like to mention is the fact that Estes, yes, he is a healer, but just like all the healers, it only scales up into the late game. So early game they have to watch out, but at the same time, they did get the turtle. So I'm a little torn about which team would be leading on. But right now, looking at the goal lead, Fredo, it's not that much either. But the scoreboard is definitely for chill guys right now.
I mean, of course, you want to get that, you want to get that goal, especially because your teammate, team composition is late game reliant. And I'm not even saying that, this Ling and Granger could actually come out on top, because the enemy side does have an Alice as well. So it's going to be really difficult to see which team will be the one coming out on top. But the dive is coming in aggressively.
You expect it will go big, despite the fact that they don't have a Estes right now. They don't go for an engage, they are just waiting it out. Now we're onto the top lane as well. Look at that. MOBA Zane will be taken down. That's so much damage.
It feels so funny to say MOBA Zane in an Indian tournament, but
MOBA Kumar. I think it's MOBA Kumar. It's not
MOBA Kumar. MOBA Kumar indeed. Okay. Anyways, alright, into the mid phase. Fredo, look at that. Vexana might get taken down here.
Whoa! Okay, a double dash coming in there, a double dash from the Vexana. Uses the guiding wind along with the flicker. That was amazing to see. And meanwhile, this is going to be the second turtle, is it? So let's see which team takes this one out.
Oh,
I mean, yes.
They have their eyes on their Granger, they are trying to take them down, but the Granger is playing out onto the safe side.
Alright, right now they are gathering into the turtle, but let's see. Ling hasn't arrived yet. Okay, bot lane.
Look at Ling. He's going in for the enemy jungler, and now he'll be going in for the Suyo, finishing off the enemy jungler first before going for the objective. And now the Beatrix in the back lines trying to survive, but the Alice is tanking up a lot of damage, using the Vengeance as well for the extra healing. Revitalize being popped off as well, but will the Hilda be able to survive? And yes, they do, but the Alice goes in for more. The Vexana dashes away using the guiding wind. A perfect execution of skills there. But oh, Ling,
Safe for now, but the turtle is on him. We need to take down the turtle. Look at that. Silgar does have the river area control for themselves, but wait a minute, they take down the dive right there. Before it goes over, we have a heal out, and the killing is up. They are punishing each other. Alice down, Suyu down, and even the Dairod down. Look at them, they are collapsing one by one.
so this sustain reliant composition not really working out as of now for Team Shu Aesthetic, and Shu Aesthetic have to change their approach towards this game. They need to understand that this composition really relies, if you can scale into the late game, I feel like that they can do very well. But for now, it's not looking good, and of course, they have to do something about it.
That is true. Look at them. They cleared out every single tower right there from the top lane. The tier 2 turret is already down. The Suyu trying to farm up, but Team Chilgai aren't letting them. This is what, the side of the Matilda does have the advantage, If they take down the Estes, the team has to back off no matter what. But and making the Beatrix right into the middle of the Tempest Blade will be taken down, and with that the tower is down as well.
But meanwhile, off camera, on the top side, the Dido secures kill onto the Granger. He was taken down before, but now he takes the revenge. And there is the Matilda diving in inside the tower. That might be a bit too aggressive, but of course, they are wise enough to decide to back off at the right time. But for now, it's a lot of pressure right now on CU Aesthetic because they are way behind in terms of gold. It's a 5k difference, and when you're using an Alice, you do have some hope into the late game. But unlike a gold laner, you really cannot expect the Alice to do everything by herself. So of course, the Beatrix has to come around as well to for the teammates. But let's see if the Beatrix is able to make it or not. That will be the interesting thing to watch here.
So definitely, this war we are, from our ground community. Look at them. They are trying to crawl really deep from the lower bracket right now. The Lord is here. You're talking about, this one Lord. At least it is gonna march down. And since Team Tilgai have taken up a lot of towers, tier 2 towers falling down as well, this is going to be a clear-cut pathway to the Lord marching down towards that inhibitors. And when the
Yep, definitely they can go for the Lord very easily. I mean, they can go for the towers as well. But let's see. Okay, Ling goes in pretty aggressively. Uses the Tempest of Blades inside the tower, but will be able to dash away in time. But there comes the Hilda, dealing a lot of damage. It will be the Vexana securing the kill onto the Suyo, and there is the onslaught still going in. Beatrix using the bullets from the Nibiru to control the area, and of course they'll be able to secure a tower on the top side as well. Even though the enemy took the Lord, they are making the best use of the trades across the map. The Alice wants to go in, but of course there are a lot of members up top, and that's why they won't be able to do that.
oh, that is great. The Plato won't be surviving. That will be taken down and giving that mayor kill right away. But the long will be coming down very, very soon. But the minions are not stopping. That's not coming on the right of the lane. Let's see. It's time to play. Takes down two of the members. Look at the double kill. Why the first hand with that? I am so mad. But already have it just to sue you against Team Chill Guy. Will he be able to, take down those minions all by himself?
Definitely, they're doing a lot better right now. But of course, they need to defend this Lord as well. So let's see if the defending of this Lord will be carried out with just two members on board. For now, guiding, it will be the circling eagle being used there. And finally, the teammates arrive and they will be able to defend it, but they will be losing all the inhibitors in the process. They will be losing this bottom lane one as well because the enemy is really focused and they look to be locked in right now. They know they have the Beatrix and the Alice, so it will be a little bit hard for them to defend. But of course, the Ling dealing a good amount of damage before using the pinch points to go in. And now the Matilda trying to get away with the guiding wind, and of course will be able to do so. And Dyrot's being taken down yet again. This MOBA Zen has not really played out well, but look at the onslaught with Dyrot's damage. I mean, the damage of this Ranger is just way too much. And with that, it will be game over. The base has been locked down. The cherry has been popped, and that will be an easy kill. Easy game, I mean.
That is true. That is true. Look at that. Team Chill Guy picking up that victory for themselves. That means the Link will be crowned as the MVP here. If you look at his first last moment he did pick out the Beatrix, who was the very main damage dealer right there. The Alice is just that frontliner, the Diot is just the frontliner trying to get that defense threat, so they would be getting a free pathway to go down. But no, that did not work out despite the Estes making a winter crown as well. That wasn't in his cards. They needed something on a tanky side, maybe that Kufra, or even exploring could have worked to some extent, but that was not it for today.
Yep, and that was the last match for today. But of course, we have more matches lined up for tomorrow. So, make sure you subscribe and, stay tuned on the channel, especially press that notification bell so that you do not miss out on our live streams. The tournament will be going on for a long time as well because, we have a lot more matches, lined up for the lower brackets. So, of course, yeah, stay tuned. We'll be right back tomorrow.